The long-awaited video. My wheels are here. I've only got one here because the other 3 boxes are sitting over there, but let's get this thing opened up and you guys can finally see what they look like. I'm doing some body work on it now, gonna do a little update on the car, but I'm gonna get right to what everybody wants, mainly what I want. Let's look at these wheels, let's get them on here and let's see what they look like. So these wheels are actually from a buddy of mine, a couple buddies of mine, the company Chronic, or KRNC Forged. And as you can see, they're 19 by 10 in the rear, 19 by 9 in the front. And I'm excited. This is actually the first set of new wheels I've ever bought. So I don't even know how they're packaged up. I'm sure other people have bought wheels, but this is the first set of wheels I've ever bought myself new. Oh God. I've seen renders. I've seen pictures. This is the first time I've seen them in person. There's so many layers. Woo! Let's get this plastic off. Those look so good. As you can see, we've got the custom center cap, Ghost, orange to match the brake calipers. We did a gunmetal finish with a chrome lip. Those look so good. What do you think? She's like, I don't know. 2-piece, 19 by 10. Oh God, let me put the camera down and get these out. All right, these are gonna look so good on here. I gotta throw them on, right? Like, I just have to. Gotten ahead of myself and put all of them on the car, but they're gonna look good. Obviously not ride height, but I am super happy. The orange is a little bit different, but I mean, as far as, I think this is actual Hugger orange from Chevy, and that's like Krylon's version, so that's not the end of the world. But the rears look so good. I want to get it up ride height and see how close I am, but I am super happy with that. 19 by 10 in the rear, 19 by 9 in the front. Now we just got to get the rest of the car to match how pretty this looks. I did already turn. It doesn't hit. We're going to be inside the fender well on both, but still, I mean, I'm happy with it. It's kind of hard to do a flush fitment on these 69s. I did roll the rear, but with the inner fender on these, I could take the inner fender out and roll it, but then just my engine bay is just going to be trash. But yeah, I don't want to take these out. Anvil does make some carbon fiber inner fenders that are bigger, but you can tuck more wheel in there. But a 245 in the front, 275 in the rear, I think that's going to be fine. I can't really jack this up, and I don't really want to set it down on blocks. I've seen people do that, but I don't trust myself. We've got no fitment issues. I'm going to jack it up to ride height and see what it looks like. That may be a little close. Oh, Lord. I mean, if I can make that work, it's gonna look great. It's a 35 series in the rear and a 30 series in the front. We may have to lower that down or raise that up a little bit. So I've got air shocks in the rear, so I can raise it up. I've also got 2-inch, I think these are 2-inch lowering springs and a 2-inch block. So I've got some room to bring it up, but I am super happy with these. 2-piece all the way around. Yeah, no, these are gonna look fantastic. Let me know what you guys think. And if you want a set of these, I'll put a link in the description to their company and you can order these exact same wheels. Put some wheel covers on them now because I'm about to do some more sanding, but figured I'd give you guys an update as to where it's at and why you haven't really seen it on the channel. So, back when I was doing body work back here, I was going to flush mount this glass. After I put the new glass in that I bought, it's too tight here and here, where you can see where I welded in extra metal. Not well, but I did. And this little scribe line here is how far I would have to grind it out. Well, I'm gonna get into the roof skin and it's gonna separate, it's gonna have to do that. So I've got a lot of work. I'm gonna actually just take out the metal I did, put it back flush, put chrome around it, not even worry about it. I've got most of this fixed. I have a little bit right here that I'm gonna have to fix still. That's not really I'm not really worried about that cosmetically, but It is what it is. I realized my video cut out, but what I was saying was I've got this fender. I had some issues with the primer underneath, so I've ground all that down. There was little spots in it. You can't really see them anymore, but you can kind of tell. So I ground that down, primed it. We got little stuff to fix, little nicks here and there, little ones. But as far as this, that was all just Bondo. So I've got to fix that. I've got to fix this. I just need to quit finding stuff. But as far as the back glass, I've got it almost fitted and gonna wipe on it and get that done. But most of that's gonna be off camera just because it's just boring to sit there and watch grind. Nothing really happens. But there's a little update on it. That's why you haven't really seen it. It's just been a lot of body work and a lot of metal and grinding and sanding and a lot of stuff that I hate, to be honest. But I had to show you the new wheels. Obviously, I've got these little covers on them now because I didn't want dust and grind sparks and all kinds of stuff get on them. But that's that. I'm gonna have some pictures of these wheels and specs and everything on my Instagram probably. So if you want some of these wheels, hit me up on Instagram or even in the comments, and I'll lead you to them. So I've got the specs for a stock 69 Camaro. I say stock because I've rolled the rear fenders. I do have coilovers in the front and lowered in the back, but as far as like back spacing and everything, it should be relatively the same if you roll your rear fenders. So there's that. It is obviously a different day. I've been sanding and grinding and all kinds of stuff, but there's a little update. I appreciate you guys. Leave a like, comment, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna be doing a video here soon coming up on a different 69 Camaro, not mine. We're gonna be LS swapping it, me and Hunter. So basically a full video series as to how to take your small block, big block, whatever. It's a big block, but it'd be the same for a small block. Take the whole thing to an LS swap for relatively cheap. So there's that coming up. Past that, hoping to have this thing done by realistically spring next year. I could really hammer and try to get it done earlier than that, but it's a lot of work. Until the next time, I appreciate you guys watching. Peace. I know I said that was the end of the video, but this is the end of the video. Got the ZL1 sitting over there. I got my daily. Actually got the wheels on fully. I had to drive it. This is in no shape to be driving, but I couldn't help it. I'm so happy with how these came out. Pay attention to the Mustang in the back. The fitment is fantastic. It's a little low, but nothing I'm not used to. I may lower the front a little bit more, but we're not talking about much clearance there. I mean, they look awesome. I'm gonna go drive it down the road. I don't care. I have to. I haven't driven this car in so long. It looks so good. All we need is a seat.